Women don't respect men that provide. Like, I know a lot of you guys thinking that, well, yes, they do. My girlfriend, she respects me because I provide. But let you stop. Let you slack up. Let you stop taking her out on dates. Let you stop providing for her attention and validation. Let you stop doing that. She's going to show you her true nature. She's going to turn evil. You're going to see her real character traits if you stop. She's just putting up a front. Women do not respect men that provide. They use men that provide. They use them. They see you as weak. They see you as low self-esteem. They see you as a guy that don't know your worth. Like a lot of dudes that provide, that's married, they be complaining all the time about, man, I should never got married. I should never did this. She don't appreciate me. But since they invested too much, these guys like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna just go ahead and continue until until my life caper, till I die. It's sad that women don't respect men that provide. Like, chivalry is so dead, bro. That's done and over with. Taking women out to treat them, they see you as a guy that, that they can use. They see you as an easy guy. They don't respect that you're paying for their dinners. They don't respect that you're paying for their bills. They don't respect that you giving them attention and validation and you entertaining them. They're just using you. Those are the men that they disrespect. Especially when they got you. You're serving her. That's why women don't respect men that provide. You literally serving her. You on the plantation. You guys got to get off the plantation and stop doing this. Women do not respect men that provide. You can provide for a woman for years. And you tell her that you're not going to, you change your mind about taking her somewhere, then she'll, throw a temper tantrum. She'll cause chaos. She'll start an argument. And you could tell her how, you took her all those other places. You spent mad money on her through the years. And guess what she'll tell you? So, yeah, you're supposed to do that. See, they don't respect men that provide. They don't care how much you spend on them. They don't. These the men, see, the more you give to a woman, the more her panties dry up. The more she doesn't see you as alpha, as masculine. The more she disrespects you. The more you provide for a woman, the more it seems like, she doesn't submit to you. She becomes, masculine. Because you're serving her. She get out of her submissive state. Because you're doing what she wants you to do. She wants you to provide. And when the masculine energy becomes feminine, the feminine energy becomes masculine. And that's dangerous. Women, they don't respect men that provide. That's not respected. Women talk trash to you. You working hard to pay the bills, and they seem like they don't care. The more you provide, the less they care. about you as a human being. It is sick. It is pathetic. It's wrong. The more you care for her, the less she cares for you. And the more she becomes more egocentric and self-centered. The less she thinks about you and the more she thinks about her and what she can get out of you. Women, they don't respect men that provide. They don't. You know, you can work hard, pay all the bills, and these the dudes that get cheated on the most. These the dudes, you know, that get left the most. They won't be doing stuff behind their back. While they're, you know, working hard just to provide. These women, they don't respect men that provide because life for them is just too easy. You know, women like a project. Women like a challenge. Women like to see what they can do. They don't want to see what you can do as men. They like to see what they can do. And the more you do, the less they, you know, they respect you. The less they do, the more lazier they become. And the more they, you know, they don't appreciate you as a man. So you guys got to learn how to let these women do for themselves. They like challenges. They do. You're not giving them a challenge by providing. You're being the nice guy. And the more nice you are, the more she's going to use you as a man. This is just the truth. This is why women don't, you know, respect men that provide. They use them. They see them as a slave, as a workhorse. Because you have fallen into her manipulation. You have fallen into her abyss, her trap. You on the plantation. You working for her. She the boss and you the employee in the relationship. I know it don't seem like that, but you are. Because you're working for her to provide for her. So it doesn't give her a challenge. So she just sit back and just, you know, she goes smash the guys that she really want to smash. The alpha males. That's not providing nothing for her. It's up that slab. And that's it. While you doing all this, you know, paying all the bills and, you know, taking her shopping and all that, man. It's crazy that these are the guys that get they get disrespected in relationships. They don't get appreciated. Stop being that guy. You got to stop being that guy. I know this is hard to accept, but it's just the truth. You just got to think about it like that. The nicer you are, the more people use you. And the more people don't respect you, they lose respect for you. Because they see you as weak, you don't know your worth. That's the same thing in a relationship with a woman. She see you as the guy that don't know your worth. She see you as a simp in her eyes. She's getting what she want out of you too easy. And once you're getting something too easy, you start to take it for granted. That's the same thing women do with guys that provide. This is why women don't respect men that provide. It's crazy. But women, they like to work for what they want. That's why you got to feed them straps. Because if you give them the whole world right in front of their eyes, they're going to want even more. And they're going to, take advantage of you even more. They're going to try to drain you because you're just too easy. Women don't respect men that provide. I notice this because they become more controlling. They start making demands. And a lot of guys that provide, they agree and let these women make these demands and agree to let these women, control the relationship because they have gave that woman their power. They've submitted to that woman. They've invested too much, so they're afraid to lose that investment. So they just let the woman just take over because they're afraid to lose that woman, because they're afraid to lose, what they invested into that woman. And that's sad. That's how you get manipulated. Women, they don't respect men that provide. They don't see you as a king. She's looking down on you while she's being worshipped. You're serving her. She's not serving you like she's supposed to be. You're giving things to her. She's not giving you anything. She's just using you and taking you for granted because you're not being that masculine force. See, a woman like a guy, a woman will give to a guy that says no before she gives to a guy that says yes. Because that guy that says yes, she got him already figured out. But the guys that say no, she's going to try to do different things, to try to get him to say yes. She's going to start providing for him. She's going to start doing things to try to impress him. But on the other hand, the provider, she's not going to try to do anything to impress him because she already got him figured out. He's already doing what she, was trying to get him to do. She already manipulated that provider. So he became a weak man. But the guy that's saying no, the MGTOW dude, the red pill dude that's taking the red pill, he's not doing anything that she says. So she's going to try to get him into becoming that provider. But the red pill, he's not going to become that provider. So he's going to get what he wants out of her. She's going to submit. She's going to become more submissive to that red pill dude. Because she's always trying to, figure him out. She's always trying to get him to change. And women like guys, they like to try to get guys to change into what they want them to be. So she's going to try to impress that red pill guy. But the provider, she already got him, and manipulated him. He already became weak. He already gave his power over to her. And this is why women don't respect providers, because providers are giving women what they want. And women are getting what they want out of these providers too easy. And it's not a challenge. They don't have to work for it. So they start to disrespect and become controlling and taking advantage of providers. Hope you guys got the message. It's Coleman.